Hey guys, welcome to the Athfix. In this video, I am going to discuss about the logistic distribution. It's one of the continuous probability distribution that is used in logistic regression, logic models, as well as the neural network models. When I talk about the neural network models, these are not as complex as a biological neuron. Rather than it is a small computer that used to take multiple inputs with the different weights, and it is used to compute output that is equivalent to true or false or binary 1 and 0. Okay, I will go with the definition. As I already discussed, logistic distribution is a continuous probability distributive function that has both PDF and CDF used in different areas like the logistic regression, logic model, and the neural network models. Okay, the properties of a logistic distribution. It is a curve. If we divide a curve horizontally, then the right side is equivalent to left side. Therefore, the properties include the symmetricity, and it is a continuous probability distribution. Means for every random variable that is present in two ranges, we can able to define the probability for this particular model, and it has an infinite tail. Means the tail that touches the graph, it is infinite. You can define it at any point, and the formula goes like this: exponential of minus x minus nu divided by s divided by s into 1 plus exponential of minus exponential raised to minus x minus nu divided by s whole square. Here nu is nothing but average, or what we call as a mean. Here I have represented it with a location because as the scale increases, the mean also increases. The s is a scale parameter. If s is more, then the curve is wider. If s is less, then the curve is narrower. I will show here. In this particular graph, you can easily find out that if the value of s is very less, then the graph eventually become the narrower. If s become more, then as you can have a look at here, the curve become wider and more wider. As s increases, the mean value also increases because you have more average samples to take when you have s equal to higher value. Okay, now how to use this particular logistic distribution in the code. In the Numpy, we have a separate module called the logistic distribution that we can able to import using the Numpy. From Numpy, we can able to import the random, where we have to set some values in the logistic distribution that includes the mean, nu, s that is scale parameter, n sample is equal to number of samples. Whatever, if we increase more number of samples, then the probability of getting accurate answer also increases, and we will print the samples. Okay, I will go with the problem. Let's say you are a manager at a call center and you want to model the distribution of a call duration for a customer service calls. You collect the data and find that the average call duration nu is equal to 10 minutes, and you estimate the scale parameter to be s equal to 2 minutes based on your data. And we have to calculate how many like the probability of all the calls between the range of 8 to 12 minutes. And using the formula what we have previously discussed, we can implement these all things like p of 8 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 12, and using these all the formula, we can able to calculate it as a 0.56. And using the code, we can able to implement the same thing, and if we implement these all the codes, then you gonna get your answer as 0.56. and this is about the logistic distribution. I'm going to discuss the code of the logistic distribution. First of all, we're gonna import the numpy as np, and we have assigned the new value as 10, means the average value as 10 as we discussed previously, and the scale value equal to 2, and we're gonna take the number of samples as 230, and we have the samples equal to np.random.logistic, and we have the new s and the number of samples. And I'm going to take the probability where the mean of all the samples what we collected, means for every sample there is gonna be a logistic distribution. Therefore, we're gonna consider those samples whose value is greater than 8, and also those samples whose value is less than 12. Means those values who have value 9, 10, 8, 12, those all are considered. And if I just print that particular thing, then I am going to get my answer around 0.5087. That's equivalent to what we have already discussed. And this is how we go with the logistic distribution using the Numpy. Now, well, do subscribe our channel for regular updates. Thank you.